Hey guys, VTech here, Blueberry Hill. So November 23rd, I'm continuing doing the AC work on the deck. I have a couple days to do this. We're expecting weather, so I'm kind of in a rush. As you might have noted from the prior video, the AC guys were actually supposed to do this area here with hard duct board, but James and I put our heads together and decided to go to two runs, 8-inch runs down the middle, and then 6-inch runs for the closet and bath. So that's what I'm working on there. I cut the hole in the closet. Next I'm going to do the fitment of the Y that splits the 8-inch line into two 6-inches, and that should be plenty for the bath and the closet. Here I'm puking up the stuff with masking, seal everything up using giant zip ties, and just trying to do a thorough job of making sure everything's plugged up and no air leaks will be detected. So as I finish this is the first step. Then I'm going to have to join it to the one that goes to the bath. So I kind of misjudged by about 1.5 feet. You see on my right foot there's a kind of a recess in the metal C-channel. Well, I was not in the right spot, so I had to redo that. I don't know how I measured that wrong, but I was off a little bit, so no harm, no foul. Just a little sawzall work, and then cut the holes for the actual register location in the bath. Turned out it wasn't too bad. It didn't go as I thought it was going to go further in. It was also easier to cut the hole from the bottom rather than the top, because I was right on top of the rafter right there. So once the hole was cut, I got the 8-inch duct, shove it in there, and connect it to the Y. Puke everything up with the masking, seal everything up with the giant zip tie, and tape and seal, and do a very thorough job. We do not want any air leaks in the system at all. This is not going to be an accessible location, bit of a compromise, but it is what it is. Since we want the deck to be contiguous with the decking and stuff, if I do have to get in here, I'm going to have to undo the decking and start, prying into the locations where the ducting is. But hopefully we'll never have to do that. In most cases, once you do AC lines, you don't really have to revisit unless something goes horribly wrong. So here you see me put a couple of Turks screws, wood to metal screws. I did that for the whole roof. I didn't really show you that. There's no point in that. And here I'm going to put the center rib just so the zip doesn't have a large span. I'm trying to do 16 on centers. It wasn't quite 16, but it is what it is. Then that's just to run the 8-inch duct. So that 8-inch looks like it's 12 because of the insulation and the outside. So it does add roughly the 2-inch larger radius to each of the pipes. But anyway, not a big deal. Did the rib. Now I'm doing a strapping thing to hold everything down, and that's so center rib doesn't move at all, as well as keep down some of the ducting. This is the first stage in the ducting. The length of the deck is 33 feet. Here I had to do the Y connection first before I put in the middle ones in kind of permanently under the decking. So I had to do that, fix all that up. Now I'm puking up the whole joint area with closed cell foam, and I start the decking process. Once this started, it's a commitment, right? So I'm gonna put the zip down, and we're done. And then I continue the rest of the roof. So doing the deck is pretty straightforward. I just made sure, here I'm just fitting, it's a roughly 6.5 foot span right there. I just made sure I put a little bit of glue, decking glue on each panel, made sure that the insulation wasn't crimped, and then I start nailing down the boards. And unbeknownst to me, I was technically 3 sheets shy, although I bought 4 the very next day to continue the process. A bit of a workload here because the weather was coming. This is Tuesday, and on Wednesday we're expecting weather that night, so I had to make sure I was going to finish. Right after I finished this, I actually put a cover on it just in case it rained. It didn't. The next day I go buy some more sheathing and continue the process, and you'll see that in a few minutes. So here you see me using the level as a guide just so I hit the 2x with nails. If you notice, there's a drop off from the center where the ducts are to the left and right for watershed. So that was planned. It's a very slight slope, so it's nothing significant. You can barely not see it. And here I'm trying to figure out what to do with myself because I ran out of sheathing. So I ended up doing zip tape, finished that up, and now it's end of the job for the day. So back at it on the 24th, I went out and bought, early in the morning, I went out and bought McCoy's, went to buy 4 more sheets of zip. Here I'm cutting out the rafters. If you notice, this particular one I'm doing, I'm not going to even go there because I didn't notice where I made a pilot hole. Earlier I figured out where I wanted the registers and drilled a hole through there, and I was supposed to cut the box from that area. And I missed on the left one, but no big deal. This is all going to be covered up and sealed up. So, but here I'm doing the cuts for the registers in the master bedroom. So I'm making square holes for a round peg, as they say, and that's where the ducting is going to go through. Then I'm going to spray foam the area anyway, so it's going to fit pretty good. So here I'm using an 8-inch elbow, which you might find strange to do the connection. They had no 8-inch connectors for ducting. They're gone. The big guys have been hoarding all the materials, including duct board, ducting, you name it. The guys doing the multifamily dwellings are buying everything up and leaving the little guy with very little. It took us 4 or 5 hours to gather enough ducting, flex duct, and other parts the other day to get this far. It was kind of nuts. It was the day was kind of blown just because of my driving to drive everywhere. But anyway, here you see me doing all the sealing. I kind of probably overdo it. I'm using the masking on the actual flex pipe. Then I zip tie it, then I tape it, and then I use more masking on the outside of that just to make sure there's zero air potential of air leaks. So although I wasn't a happy camper by the AC guys not doing this work, I did save a few dollars, and this actually turned out to be probably a better solution than using hard duct in the middle here, which is what we would have initially were trying to do. But here you see where I'm going with the duct. It just goes in the rafters and down in the holes in the bedroom. I connect everything up, and then I start basically doing all the sheathing again. So this stuff is pretty messy. I had to it gets everywhere, and it's pretty sticky, so it's water soluble while it's kind of not dry. Easy to take off, clean up, but at the same time it's a mess. So anyway, it was pretty easy to do, I think. Just took my time, sort of. I tried to rush just because the weather was rolling in. It does look really pretty right now, but it got cloudier and not so nice later on. So yeah, that job's done. Now I'm going to mask up the outside as much best I can. It's supposed to be good stuff, and now I continue doing the sheathing. So here I am. Oh yeah, before the sheathing, I seal everything up with close spray cell foam. This is that tough stuff with a pro gun, they call it. And I went from the underside and did the same thing, but I basically hardened everything up on the upside, and then also from the bottom. And again, we're going to spray foam all the ceilings and walls later on anyway, so it's going to be a super solid and well insulated place. And back to sheathing. That's it, the easy step. Everything was nice and square. Didn't have too many offsets and stuff. Using the glue. You saw me cutting the board. I just cut it in place because the blade it's a thin blade. It's a construction blade on my DeWalt saw, so easy to cut. Everything fell into place, and then of course we're going to zip tape everything. And you can see that the sun is gone now, so we're getting some colder weather slowly rolling in. It's still warm, but you can see the clouds change. It wasn't sunny anymore, and then later on over the evening we started getting some rain. So did it just in time. I was very happy about that because the insulation in the ducting should not get wet. That's a no-no. Although the silver outside is a protector. It's actually a anti-sweat kind of stuff, as well as probably a little bit of weather protection. So pretty straightforward. I maybe a little too much deck work here for you, but regardless, here you see me finishing it up. And then there are the last couple of pieces. I used the cutoffs that I had from the other boards, so I ended up having one extra sheet, which I'll probably keep anyway because we might be doing some other stuff later for over the door or something like that. So I don't think I'll take it back, but I'll keep it and we'll work with it. Anyway, the overhangs are real nice because the when it rains, it's not going to hit the top of the windows, etc. And it'll be a bit of a shade thing as well for when the sun hits. But you can see our view. We're going to trim a little bit of the trees, but that's a different story. Here I'm just snap the line, cut off the extra, and we're kind of done. Yay! See how windy it was? That was pretty cool. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This is it for this video. Come back for the next one. We'll be doing some more funny stuff.